Sup, Tumelo here, and in today's video I'm going to talk about the 4 best ways to approach a woman so that you know how to approach the girl that you like in a way that is smooth and non-creepy. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do this by teaching you the 4 opening techniques and formulas that I use myself and that I teach my students to approach any girl in any situation. Now, if you want to know how to meet and attract women and learn the proven techniques of how to do so, then start now by subscribing and clicking that bell so that you don't miss out on anything. But enjoy the video, take as much value as you can, and let's crack into it. Before I crack into the 4 opener techniques and formulas, there's 2 very important things that I want to cover before we get into it. And the first thing is the pre-opener. What is the pre-opener? The pre-opener is the opener before the opener. Simply put, it's a statement that you say before you actually run the opener that you're going to open the interaction with the girl. And this is an important technique because you want to get the girl's attention and let her know that you're actually trying to speak to her before you actually start speaking. Because there's nothing worse than you approaching a girl, you start talking and you're halfway through what you are saying and the girl is like, oh, what? Is this guy actually talking to me? Oh, sorry, can you repeat yourself? Who are you? Etc., etc. So what you want to do is you want her to know that you are talking to her before you actually say what you're going to say. You want to get her attention, and in this way, once you know that you've got her attention, your opener can go a little bit more smoothly without any interruptions and without you having to repeat yourself. And without her being a little bit confused as to, is this guy actually talking to me or what? So she actually knows that you're talking to her. Get her attention, let her know that you're talking to her, and say what you have to say. The techniques that you can use or the statements that you can use for a pre-opener, very simple. I mean, there's 5 here and you can just choose one that you like. Any one of these is fine. Hi, hey, hey guys, yes, yes as in like, yes, you, I'm talking to you, and you again as in like, yes, like I'm talking to you. The second thing that I want to talk about before we get into the openers and the techniques is the idea of rooting. Rooting. And rooting is the biggest reason why guys, like the lack of rooting is the biggest reason why guys get rejected or blown out of interactions from the approach. It's because they're not doing this specific thing. What is rooting? Rooting, simply put, is giving the girl a reason why you are approaching her, as well as why you are still talking to her. Because when you approach the girl, as much as yes, you are approaching her and you're being confident and all that shit, it's a case for her of, hold on, like, here's this random guy coming to talk to me, here's this random guy approaching me, like, what is going on? I'm a little bit confused, and the girl is a little bit uneasy, uncomfortable, and also like unsure of what is going on. And she has questions that are running through her mind as to what is possibly going on in the situation. And it's your responsibility that when you approach her and when you continue to speak to her, that you answer these questions that she has in her mind. There's certain questions that she's asking herself. And if you don't answer these questions in your approach, and while you, like basically in your approach and in your opener, if you don't answer these questions, she'll answer the questions herself, and highly likely the answer that she's going to get is because this guy is weird or he is creepy. And again, if she thinks that you are weird and you are creepy, it doesn't matter what you say, it doesn't matter what you do moving forward from there, the interaction is not going to go anywhere. So you want to answer these questions to make her feel more comfortable with the interaction, and also to show her that you are cool and you are not creepy, and basically just literally make her like understand what the situation is, so that your chances of getting rejected from the approach are less, and you now have more opportunities to go further into this interaction and move it forward smoothly. Now, what are these questions that she's asking herself? And here are a list of them. Like, where did he come from? Is this a dare? Why is he asking me this question? And why is he complimenting me specifically? How long is he going to be speaking to me for? And like, why is he still speaking to me? These are the questions that you need to answer in your approach. When you are talking to her, when you're approaching her, these are the boxes that you need to tick. And here are some techniques that you can use to answer these specific questions. First one is, where did he come from? Again, like where did this random guy come from? Like, especially like for her, she's thinking, has this guy been following me? Like, how long has he been following me? Has he been stalking me all this time? Like, where did he come from? So you want to answer this question and show her that, like, nah, like, I'm not stalking you and shit. Like, literally, you can use the techniques here. Like, I was walking over there. Literally just tell her where you are coming from. Or I just came from X. X being wherever it is you came from. Like, I came from that shop over there, or I just came out the bathroom. Like, wherever it is you came from, just tell her. Or again, like, tell her like what you're busy about to be doing. I was about to meet up with my friends, or I was about to do X. Like, tell her so she can understand, oh, you just came out from that shop, like literally over there. So she can understand, because guy hasn't been following me the whole day. Next one is this a dare? Again, she's thinking like, wow, this guy's approaching me. Like, is he trying to sell me something? More importantly, like, is this a dare? What's going on here? And you want to answer this question. You want to show her that you are aware of the situation. You are socially aware of what you are doing, but you are doing it still because you are confident and you basically, you're going for what you want. So again, yes, look, I know this is random, or like, I know this is forward. State that, let her know that you understand that the situation is a little bit weird, a little bit like random. Let her know, but by letting her know, you, and by still continuing to approach her, you're showing her that, yes, I understand, but I'm still, stepping out of the comfort zone here, because, again, whatever it is, what you're going to open her with. The next one is, why is he asking me this question? Why is he complimenting me specifically? And this is important because, again, you are approaching her, you are asking her a question, or you are like showing interest, and she's thinking to herself like, man, there's so many other girls around me. Why didn't you just go like ask her that question? Why didn't he just compliment her? Like, why did he have to come to me specifically? So again, you want to like explain to her and tell her what specifically about her made you come and ask her the question or approach her, basically. So again, because of something specific. So an example is because you seem fashionable, or because you seem friendly, or because you look smart. Or another one is, I like your ex. Like, what do you like specifically about her? Or you remind me of X. What about her like reminded you of you actually wanting to go and approach her? So let her know. And then the next one is, how long is he going to be speaking to me for? Again, like, here's this random guy who's talking to me, and like how long is he going to be here for? What's going on? I don't understand, etc., etc. So again, you want to use the technique of a false time constraint, and basically like tell her like, look, I'm not going to be here forever. I'm not going to, I'm not here forever. I'm only going to be here for a brief period. And in this way, what you're doing is you are making her more comfortable and letting her know that, again, you're not just here to hang on to this interaction forever. So again, you're just using the idea of a false time constraint. Look, I have to go in a minute, but say whatever you have to say, or I only have a second, but X, Y, Z. So she knows that, okay, cool, this guy's not going to be here forever. He's just going to be here for a minute, or he's only going to ask me this for a second. makes her more comfortable, and actually then gives her the room to actually listen to what you have to say, and then actually be more interested and actually want you to stay longer than a minute or longer than a second. And then finally is like, why is he still talking to me? So yes, you asked her a question, or yes, you gave her a compliment, or you showed interest. She said thanks to the interest, or she answered your question. But now here you are still talking to her, and she wants to know, like, okay, why is this guy then now still talking to me? I don't understand. I answered his question, I took his compliment, I said thanks, I was polite, but now here he is still talking to me. What's the situation? So again, you want to explain to her and show her what it is that you are still talking to her from the approach. So again, you want to let her know something about what she says, what she does, or about her appearance that is getting your interest and making you still want to continue to speak to her, so she can understand, okay, this is why this guy's still speaking to me. So the structure here is, oh, you are X, or you did X, or you said X. Now I have to find out more. For example, oh, you're German. Okay, that's interesting. Now I have to find out more. Oh, you said you're a teacher. Wow, now I got to find out more. Or, oh, I love that laugh was cute. That was a cute giggle. Now I gotta find out more about you. Now I'm interested. So she knows, okay, what I said, what I did, or something about me is why this guy is still continuing to speak to me. And this is the idea of rooting. Very, very important. Always be aware of this, and consciously you want to be answering these questions when you are approaching the girl and talking to her from the initial approach. Now let's get into the first opening technique. The first one is the opinion opener. The opinion opener. What is the opinion opener? The opinion opener is basically you are approaching the girl by asking her for her opinion on a specific topic or a situation. Like you're literally just asking for her opinion. You are opening the interaction with an opinion. And why would you use this technique? Why would you use this kind of an opener? And there are a lot of reasons why. The most important one is that when you are approaching her, you are not putting the girl on the spot. And what I mean by this is, as opposed to going direct and stating your intent, okay, saying to the girl, hey girl, I think you're attractive, I think you're sexy, I think you're cute, whatever it is. Like when you say that to the girl and you approach her with in a direct manner, you're pretty much putting the girl on the spot, and she now needs to make the decision, like, okay, like, do I like this guy? Am I interested enough to want to get to know this guy more? So basically you're putting her in the spot to make a yes or no decision. But now with an opinion opener, you're not stating your intent directly. You're not stating your intent at all. You're just simply asking her for an opinion. So now you're not putting her on the spot to make the choice of, like, do I find this guy attractive or not? And what this does now is it gives you time to basically show her your overall personality and your qualities. So now she has more evidence to know, like, okay, am I really attracted to this guy, or am I interested enough to get to know this guy more? And because you're not going direct, it's not needy, but more importantly is an opinion opener is interactive and it's engaging. Interactive, it's engaging. What you're doing is you approaching her, but you're doing it in a way that is adding value to to the interaction. You're adding value to the girl, and you are demonstrating more of your personality and qualities by being more engaging. Again, what you're also doing is you are being engaging and being interactive, and because you're the one that's controlling the opinion, you're the one that's asking, you're the one that's guiding this opinion and guiding this approach. You are leading the interaction and you are controlling the frame. And leading the interaction, controlling the frame is a high value, attractive quality that a girl wants in a man. And I've done a video on 6 core attractive qualities that a girl looks for in a man, leadership being one of them. And I've broken it down into detail. Click on the eye on the top right so you can actually learn more about these core attractive qualities. But now, by leading the conversation and by controlling the frame, you are giving her evidence and you're showing her that I'm a high value male, which is attractive for her. When would you use this opener? You'd use this opener when you want to approach her in a way that is indirect. And you also want to use this opinion opener when the window of time in the interaction is long enough. And what I mean by this is when you're about to approach the girl and you can just see by the situation of obviously how you've evaluated it is that, okay, like I've got time to basically speak to this girl and I've got time to again show my personality and I've got time to get to know this girl without having to show my intent too early. So when there's a window of time, you know that the girl isn't pretty much going anywhere anytime soon. This is a good time to use this opener. The technique for the opinion opener and the overall structure is as follows. Hey guys, quick question. Secondly, you seem A. Third, opinion question. Number 4, the reason I'm asking is because B. And then number 5 is you get her opinion. So number 1, hey guys being, it can be hey, hi, or hey you, whatever, the pre-opener. And then quick question is the false time constraint. Again, you're using the false time constraint to make her feel more comfortable and to let her know that you're not going to be there forever. You're just there for one question, quick question. Then you seem A being your root, the rooting of why you are approaching her. So this needs to be related to the opinion that you're going to ask her. So if you're going to ask her, for example, does this jacket make me look gay? Okay, then you can ask her like, you seem fashionable. Okay, the reason I'm asking is because you seem fashionable. So she understands why you are asking her specifically. And then number 3, the opinion question is the actual like question to the opinion that you want. Example is, does this jacket make me look gay? Do drunk and I love yous count? Would you go to an ex's wedding? Etc. etc. So many opinions that you can ask. And then, so you simply ask the question, hey, quick question, you seem fashionable. Does this jacket make me look gay? And the next is the reason why you're asking is because B. The reason why I'm asking is because B. And B now is the actual backstory to the opinion that you're asking. So like, why is this question so important to you that you had to ask someone about it? So you give the backstory to the opinion. So again, for example, like, does this jacket make me look gay? The reason why I'm asking is because literally I was in the bathroom right now and some guy like stood next to me and he like pinched my bum and he said, hey sexy. So I'm thinking like maybe it's this jacket. So now she understands like, okay, I understand where this question is coming from. So whatever backstory to the opinion that you want, this is where you put it in. And then finally you actually get her opinion, because that's the whole point of the opinion, is to make it interactive and engaging. So then you ask her, what do you think about that? And then also what you can also ask is, have you ever been in the same situation? So again, like if the question is, does this jacket make me look gay? The reason is because I was in the bathroom and whatever, then you just ask her like, have you ever been in the bathroom and then someone just comes up and like pinches your bum? Has that ever happened to you? Then now you're getting their opinion. So very easy structure, very simple structure. All you got to do is plot in your own things into the formulas so that you can make your own opinion opener that is unique to you. Now, again, when it comes to the opinion and the actual content of the opinion, you want it to be interactive and engaging. You want it to be interesting enough for the girl to actually want to talk about and answer and actually interact and engage with. And how you do that is by asking, like, when you're asking opinions, like ask opinions that are relevant to the girl, like topics that she's highly likely going to want to respond to. And there are a list of topics that you can actually ask opinions on. Like there's so many. Okay, all you need to do is pick one or pick a few and then just ask her an opinion on any one of these. Again, these are topics that are relevant to girls, that girls find interesting. And I've done a video on the top 6 most important conversation topics. I've done a video on that before. Click on the I so that you can learn about the top 6 topics. But here are even like a range of them, and I break down like why they are so important and why they are important topics for girls. But again, choose topics, ask questions, and ask an opinion on topics that are relevant to the girl that she's highly likely going to want to talk about. And most importantly is, do not get lost in the opinion. And this is a big mistake that guys make when they approach a girl in a way that is indirect. Because yes, you are approaching the girl, you are not showing your intent, you're not stating your intent to the girl. Guys use this and they get lost in this. They get lost in the fact that, okay, I'm not showing my intent. They start making the girl creeped out, etc., etc. But at some point, you do have to like show your intent at some point. And the mistake guys make is that when they ask the girl an opinion, you get lost in the opinion. You don't like ever get off the opinion and actually move the interaction forward. So always remember that and be conscious about this, that your goal is not to get the opinion. Your goal is to actually like get the girl. So as much as you do want the opinion, you also like there for the girl. So always remember that you want to keep moving the interaction forward. Don't get lost in the opinion. Don't get lost in being indirect. At some point, you still want to show your intent and get to know the girl. Okay, don't just get lost in the whole opinion. And also comment right now if you are going to use this opinion opener. Comment your actual structure right now, so I can actually see if it's good and actually give you some pointers on it. So comment right now your opinion opener now that you know the structure. The second technique is the proactive opener. The proactive opener is basically you are approaching the girl by making a statement on something she is either saying, doing, looking at, or thinking. Why this opener is so effective is because it's a more spontaneous kind of opener. It comes across more natural. And again, because you're making a statement on what she is saying, doing, thinking, or looking at, it is specific to do with her. And because it has to do with her, there's a high chance that she's going to respond to you, because again, it's got to do with her. You're making the approach more specific to her, which gives her then the understanding of why you're talking to her. So there's a high chance of her to respond. So more natural, more spontaneous, and a high chance of a response from the girl, which is exactly what you want when you approach a girl. You want her to respond to you in a positive way. Now, when would you use this opener? Again, you want to use this opener if you want to be more spontaneous, or you want to approach her in a way that is indirect. Okay, you want to go direct and show your intent from the get-go. You want to be more indirect. The proactive formulas are as follows: you are X, you must be Y, or you are X, I bet you are Y. X being like the comment on what she's saying, doing, looking at, or thinking. So you literally just comment on like anything she's saying, doing, looking at, or thinking. Now, it can be anything like you are walking, or you are drinking tequila, or you are smiling, whatever it is. But what's important here is you do not want to comment on common things. Okay, you want to comment on things that she is used to being commented on. So for example, if the girl is short, of course, she's going to get comments like you are short. If she's tall, then she's going to get comments on you are tall. If the girl has green hair, obviously she's going to know that, like most comments she's going to get is you have green hair. So again, you want to be unique and unpredictable, so that again, you've got a higher chance of a response. So don't choose common things. Okay, be a little bit unique, be a little bit unpredictable. But again, don't set your standards so high, you can literally comment on anything she's saying, doing, looking at, or thinking. And then the why part is you make a further statement about the comment that you made in X. And again, this is the part that makes the approach and the open and natural, because now you're actually commenting on what you making your own unique statement or like comment on what she is saying, doing, thinking, or looking at. So for example, again, if we look at the formula is you are X, you must be Y. So you are walking, you must be catching an Uber. Or you are smiling, you must be thinking about me. Like literally anything. If you like this, open up, comment your routine, comment your proactive opener in the comments right now so that I can see them and actually like give you some tips and guidance on it. The next opener is the direct opener. The direct opener is you are approaching the girl by stating your intent and showing your intent from the get-go without seeming like a creep. And this is the important part. You don't want to be like creepy in your way of showing intent, but you're approaching the girl, you're showing your intent from the get-go, from the start. Now, why would you go direct? You go direct because the benefit is she knows your intentions. She knows exactly why you are speaking to her. She knows that you are attracted to her, as opposed to opening or approaching her in a way that is indirect. She doesn't know that you may like her, and she may never know that you like her because, again, like what most guys do when they approach indirect, they never get to the point of showing their intent. So with this, the benefit is she knows your intent, she knows that you're attracted to her, she knows your intention, she knows why you're speaking to her, and also what it shows her is it shows her the quality of confidence. It shows her that you're a confident guy. You are a risk taker, which is a core attractive quality that a girl wants in a high value man that she wants in her life, which I have done in the video that talks about the 6 core attractive qualities that you can click on the eye and learn about. But again, you taking a risk, you being confident, you're going for what you want, and this shows these qualities to the girl. Now, you would use this opener when, again, you want to show her these qualities and you want to be direct. And most importantly, you want to use this type of an opener when the window of time in the interaction is short, when you can evaluate from the situation that you may not have enough time to basically speak to this girl, or she may not be in the situation that she's in right now forever or for a long time. So there's no time to beat around the bush. You need to show your intent so she can know exactly what's going on. And again, you've got a higher chance of moving the interaction forward because you're not beating around the bush. So when the window of time in the interaction is short, then go direct. The technique for the direct opener is as follows. I was doing X when I saw you doing Y, and I just had to say Z and A. I was doing X, I saw you doing Y, and I just had to say Z and A. X being like, what were you doing before you approached her? Again, you want to root the approach. Like, what were you doing? Like, where did you come from? Exactly what I spoke about in rooting. So tell her what you were doing before you approached her. Very simple. Then I saw you doing Y. So when you noticed her, what was she doing when you saw her? When she caught your attention? Like, what was she doing? So she can understand, oh, this is the point where he saw me. This guy hasn't been like following me the whole time. And then Z is your intent. I just had to say Z, your intent. I just had to say that you're cute, you're attractive, I think you're beautiful. Whatever your intent is that you want to state to the girl, you say it here. And then the A part, which is super, super important, which a lot of guys don't do. Because again, it's very simple and it's very easy to show intent. Every guy can walk up to a girl and be like, hey, I think you're cute, I think you're sexy, I think you're attractive, etc., etc. But what's more important is, what about like your intent? What about the compliment that you're giving to this girl, this interest that you're showing her? Do you like root it? explain to her so she knows exactly why you are approaching her, why you find her attractive. Because it's one thing to find her attractive, but it's another thing to actually tell her why, what it is about her that makes you find her attractive. And this is where the A part comes into play. So an example can be, hey, I was just walking over there and I saw you come out of the shop just now, and I just had to say that I think you're very cute. And yeah, I just like your style. I find it very unique. Very simple. If you like this opener, comment your direct opener technique. Comment it right now so that I can actually give you some pointers and let you know if it's a good direct opener. Next one we have over here is the compliment opener. The compliment opener is you are approaching the girl by giving her a compliment. Very simple. You're just giving her a compliment. Now, why this opener is effective is you are showing interest in the girl. Okay, you're showing interest, but you're not being completely direct. You're showing interest, but you're not showing your full intent. So again, this is good because when you're doing this, you're not putting her on the spot. You're not forcing her to make the decision about, am I attracted to this guy or not, without having so much information as to, am I really attracted to him or not. So this is a good way to not be fully indirect, but also not being fully direct. It's like in the sweet spot, it's in the middle. And you use this again when you don't want to be overly direct or you don't want to be overly indirect. You want to be in the middle. Use the compliment opener. The formula for the compliment opener is, I like your X. It reminds me of Y. X being, what do you like about the girl you're speaking to? Like, what is the compliment you want to give her? And you can give her a compliment on literally anything that you like. It could be her physical appearance. It could be something about her fashion, something about her personality, whatever it is. And then the Y part, which is again very, very important that a lot of guys don't do, is because again, you can simply give a girl a compliment. Any guy can do that, but again, this is where the Y part comes into play. Like, what specifically about your compliment you're giving the girl do you like about her? Like, explain, root it a bit more, which is what a lot of guys don't do. They just give a compliment and expect the girl to be like, oh, thanks, you gave me a compliment. What's your name? Oh, I love you. Like, oh my God, you're the best. That's not how it works. Okay, you want to be more smooth. You want to be like, literally explain to the girl like what the situation is. So this is where the Y part comes into play. Like, you tell her, like, and it can be anything. Like what about the compliment that you're giving her do you like about her? Again, it could be a cold read. It can be anything unique, anything unpredictable. The more unique, the more unpredictable, the more it's gonna spike her interest into the compliment. So an example is, yeah, I like your style. You remind me of a ballerina. Or I like your smile. You remind me of peanuts. Like, literally anything you want to say. And this is what makes the opener unique to the girl. Anything that you like about the girl, anything that it reminds you of, the compliment you're giving her, then you say it. Again, if you like this opener, comment your compliment opener routine right now. Okay, do it right now so that you can bring awareness to this and I can actually give you some tips on the actual opener. And also, comment right now which one of these 4 openers do you like the most. And if you haven't already done so, then I also want you to comment your routine for the opener using the formula that you've just learned in this video. And also, if you like this video, feel free to like and share this video. Also take a screenshot, share it, tag me on Instagram, and let me know what you learned. That's it for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out.